Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. JOTA. Good morning, everybody. I hope you all are expecting the signing of Tchouameni because today it's gonna be the day. Today it's gonna happen, and something super weird, something really strange has to happen for Tchouameni not to sign today for Real Madrid, and for the player not to be announced by Real Madrid by tomorrow, I'd say. I mean, it's not quite sure, but according to Fabrizio Romano, in the latest news, all the things we've been talking about over the stream in Twitch like 1 hour ago are pointing in the same direction. And that direction is Tchouameni will play for Real Madrid. But let me recap a little bit and talk a little bit more about what happened last night in El Chiringuito with Giuseppe Pedrerol, warning to everybody, be careful guys, because Tchouameni is not already a done deal. For many people out there, it was kind of strange, it was kind of odd, as 2 days ago we heard from different sources, from different journalists, the player was already done, right? Including to Fabrizio Romano. So all of a sudden, in a blink of the eye, Giuseppe Pedrerol said last night, yeah, everything is very close. The agreement between Real Madrid and Monaco is very close. The signing of the contract and the agreement, the personal agreement, the verbal agreement with the player is almost done, but the whole thing is not done yet. So he was inviting us, to all of us, to say, hey, let's be careful. Let's learn from the mistakes and let's wait a little bit more, because there's nothing to lose and there are a lot of things to win in order for us to keep the trust and, of course, to keep being reliable enough. I mean, the only reason why I am sharing this story regarding what Giuseppe Pedrerol said last night, it is because Giuseppe Pedrerol, after the whole drama with Kylian Mbappe, has proved everybody he's the best source when it comes to Real Madrid, and arguably the second best source is Jose Felix Diaz, who also works in El Chiringuito, right? So they both confirmed, yeah, the agreement is very close, but it's not done yet, right? So that was last night. But if you move on and you come up to this morning, when Fabrizio Romano, like 2 hours ago, tweeted something regarding to Tchouameni, what he was confirming is the agreement is closer than ever, and apparently, allegedly, according to the Italian journalist, Real Madrid and Monaco had found the agreement and they will both sign the transfer for Tchouameni. So it's, here we go, done deal, Tchouameni will play for Real Madrid, and there's nothing PSG can do about it, right? So that is the first thing. According to Fabrizio Romano, the agreement will be announced soon by both clubs. And right after that, Matteo Moratti is a calciomercato journalist, another Italian journalist. He claimed the signing of the contract between Tchouameni and Real Madrid is going to happen soon, right after the agreement between Real Madrid and Monaco. As you probably can imagine, one of the strongest reasons why this deal has happened, it is pretty much the will of the player to play in Real Madrid. Because as you know, there were 2 other clubs pushing forward to sign the player. Number 1, it was Liverpool, because club apparently really liked the player for the next year and really wanted to push to sign the player for this season. And number 2, it was PSG, Al Khelaifi, not because they really like the player, but in order to mess and screw the Real Madrid signing or the Tchouameni signing for Real Madrid. So that is from my understanding, the only reason why PSG got into the way of Real Madrid to sign Tchouameni. So that is the only one, right? It's not a real interest in the player. But, anyways, PSG has 0 chances left to sign or hijack or steal the player to Real Madrid. So this is very good news. This is great news actually for Real Madrid, because we have signed already one of the best midfielders in the soccer spectrum right now. So that's why I'm so happy, and he's the kind of player you cannot let it go, right? And second thing, how much money is Real Madrid going to pay for this player? Well, let me tell you something. Real Madrid will pay about 80 million euros, which is significantly more than Florentino Perez was willing to put on the table at first. For Real Madrid, the plan, it was going to be to throw on the table about 50 to 60 million, that's it. But just because PSG popped up, Real Madrid had to increase significantly more the offer and finally in order for them to finally get the player, right? So it's gonna be 80 million for sure, and then 20 additional million if the player gets some goals. For example, to win the Champions or to be nominated for the Ballon d'Or. So if he gets both, then he might receive an additional 20 million. I don't know whether for the player, not 20 million of course, but maybe 1 million, 2 million, and the rest for the club, for Monaco, right? So for now, those are the agreements, those are the terms for the contract with Tchouameni and Real Madrid, for Tchouameni and Real Madrid. So that is as far as Aurelien Tchouameni. And now there's another strange story regarding to Erling Haaland, because right now the citizens fans are or have a lot of concerns regarding to the future of the Norwegian player, because he's supposed to play for Manchester City next year. But the problem and the question that pops up in the air right now is, okay, if we have already signed, if we already have an agreement with Erling Haaland, why in the head are we not presenting the player or saying something like an official statement or something like that regarding to the signing? What is going on right now with Erling Haaland? Because nobody heard anything regarding to the future of the Norwegian player. Why is that happening? So the question apparently is easily responded by The Athletic, the article that came out this morning claiming the only problem or the reason why Manchester City wants to delay a little bit more the announcement, the official announcement, is pretty much for them to know what is going to happen with the future of Bernardo Silva in terms of changing the number, because for them it'd be way better if they can present the Erling Haaland with the number 9 in his back, right? In terms of marketing, it's going to be better, right? So apparently they are waiting for it. And once Bernardo Silva is out of the club, they will hand the number 9 to Erling Haaland, and then they will dress up with all the full, kit of Manchester City in front of the fans with the number 9 in the back. And the other thing is, the player is still with the Norwegian national team, so that's why he probably doesn't want to know anything else other than the national team games and stuff like that, right? So there's no choice for Erling Haaland to change his mind and play in another team next year. To me, the guy is way more reliable than Kylian Mbappe, and there's no reason for me or even for anybody to think he will, he's gonna do a kind of sharply U-turn or something like that and then go and play in another league, another team, or things like that. So guys, this is the reason why Haaland hasn't been presented yet with Manchester City, and no other speculation or rumor should come up to you. So guys, this is everything. Now, as usual, comment in the section below, and of course, subscribe my channel, Real Madrid Hub.